Mm-mm. Holy boy, let's go.
Bro, I told you, look at that. Woo, I told you.
Look at you.
Put your
You
daughters
did.
away.
Wait, time
I
out.
said, put your daughters away.
Did you get your eyebrows cut or threaded?
Woo,
Right?
wee. You already know what time it is, my friends. Lights Out is back again. EE, Light, but no Cosmos for now. He's on his way. He's on colored people time. We know how it is. So we got another color person to fill in momentarily. Void, this is, I gotta say, bro, do you have the haircut, the threaded eyebrows? Listen, okay? It's 2023. I might act up a little bit. How you doing, buddy?
Uh, we don't have locks on our rooms, Phil.
That's true. That's not a joke, by the way. Like, I've definitely had some interesting encounters in the past.
We actually don't have locks.
I always gotta respect to knock first. But no, we appreciate you joining us for episode 5 of Lights Out, bro. It's definitely awesome for sure. We wanted to kind of catch up with you, chat about what's going on, what's the future looking like, just all the general shit that people want to know because you're a very beloved figure in the community. You know, and then that other guy, Light's here too. Light, hello.
Hi, how's it going? Sorry, I was just too busy staring at Void. It's so beautiful.
I know, it's crazy, bro.
Why don't you tell us about yourself, Void?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this like what you do to prepare to start shopping yourself around to new orgs?
No. I didn't even think about that.
Oh, okay.
That is. I think that was treading on ice right there.
Yeah, no. My hair was just pretty long. Sometimes I just want to shave too. Just remind myself what I look like shaved. And then threading eyebrows, I went with my friend, and then it was just like, hey, you want to get this? I was like, sure, fine, I'll do it. And I was like, oh, it looks pretty good. But I'm sure a part of it for me too is like less about new orgs, more about new era.
Ooh, I like that.
Right? Like, it's just, I'm not in COG anymore, so I got a new car, change my hair up a little bit, see how I like it.
Dude, about to start going to clubs.
I was gonna say, bro, we might have to hit the town sometime. You know the funniest thing about like the new whip, which is clean as hell, by the way. You got it in CLG blue. Was that like a final send-off tribute?
No, I just like the color blue a lot.
Oh.
I have a blue headset. I mean, COG stuff is blue, so it kind of lucked out. But no, I just like blue a lot.
Fair enough.
It just sucks that I got it on the same day that COG exploded. So it is a send-off whether I want it to be or not.
Okay, I have a question about that. So I remember you tweeted, you said, I'm on the plane. I was on the plane when all this stuff got announced. Did you have no prior insider information, or were you as surprised as everybody else?
I had no information. One of the people above me was like, hey, you did a great job in Hawaii. Do you have time to get into a call real quick with me and like someone else? And I was like, that's pretty random. But I'm at the airport right now, if that's okay. Took a bit to respond, and then they're like, yo, do you have time right now? And I was like, okay. Now I'm like in the plane, like the plane's about to take off. And he's like, okay, cool. We'll link up when you land. And I was like, all right. And I just didn't think about it at all. Sometimes those meetings just happen. And I didn't think anything about it. And then I landed, and I messaged him. I was like, hey, I landed. And then I went to Twitter because it takes forever to get off the plane. And yeah, I just saw everybody tweeting about it. My phone was exploding because I just landed, so all the notifications are flooding in. And I'm like, why is everybody asking if I'm okay? I was just on a flight for 6 hours. Why would I not be okay? And then I saw everything, and I was like, what the? You would never. I don't know. I never thought that would happen.
Yeah.
Not the way that it did, of course.
I mean, yeah, that's a very unsurprising thing to happen. You were coming from Hawaii when that happened, right?
Icon.
Yeah, no, that really does suck. That was like the last thing I saw before I got off social media, and even now it's just kind of like, with everything happening with MK Leo and Tweak joining Luminosity Gaming, it kind of saw like we were seeing teams like investing in Smash again, and I know CLG, like, they lost more than just Smash, but I mean, you of all people losing your team is like one of the most unsuspected things with how long you've been with them.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I signed a 2-year. I was chilling. I was like, I always love working with COG. I got nothing bad to say about them.
I got something bad
It
to
just
say.
sucks.
I got something bad to say, and it ain't about them, okay? It ain't even really bad, okay? I want to point something out to some of you who might not be aware of EE's history. You might know I was on NRG, right? Had a year contract. Fucking awesome. Fulfilled it, was great. So contract negotiations come back around, you know what I'm saying? It's time to re-talk, you know what I'm saying? How we going to extend this? How we going to do stuff with it? Okay? So basically what happened, okay? And I didn't even know this, okay? I had heard interest, but I didn't know this was actually a thing, right? Because you guys know NRG bought CLG's league team, right? So what I
And their Twitter
realized,
account.
yes, they took the Twitter account, completely changed it over. A lot of mixed feelings about that from a lot of people I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of mixed feelings. But what happened was, what I was going to do was I'm like, well, shit, I've done a great job on this year, fulfilled every obligation. Maybe I can ask for a raise. And then they were like, well, actually, we're doing all this stuff, so it wouldn't really be a raise. And I was like, oh shit. Well, where do we meet in the middle? And then I found out there wasn't no middle because all this money was being diverted to buying this damn team. I got jammed.
Didn't they
Void.
only buy the league team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But league's
It's
expensive.
a really expensive spot.
It's very
That's true.
expensive.
Yeah.
Like
Well, most expensive.
multi-million.
Jesus.
Yes, they spent millions on that. I was like, dang, man, I just wanted an extra 1,000.
We want the league team. We have to drop Phil.
Fortnite and Phil, you gotta go. Odie!
It's tough.
But we
Hey
could...
man! Oh whoa!
Whoa! What's this? Hold on now. The heck? What's going on here?
Oh.
Oh God in
You
heaven!
said no Japanese people on the podcast.
Whoa, take
Listen,
it.
I may be in Japan, but I'm still a real nigga. All right, let's.
Oh.
Let's keep it
Oh,
real.
you're real, all right. You're real laggy.
I set up a scuff.
I don't know if
I'm
we want
lagging.
him here.
I think this is fine.
What kind of laptop do you have?
That's his
Bro,
phone.
I'm on my phone.
That's his phone.
I'm
Yeah.
on my phone. I didn't have time to set up my laptop.
All right, that's fine. We can make this work. Well, we were just discussing the changing of
Am I lagging?
orgs, or the end of an era with Void's org. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
Okay.
he lasted 7 years. What were you, just a year on Beast Coast, something like that?
Yeah, well, I was a year on Beast Coast, and I was a year and a half on Panda.
And now you're on the same team as ESAM.
Again.
It all comes full circle.
Again. So
And then
who knows? Maybe I'll be on this team for a year and a half. You never know.
The cycle's just gonna
History
keep
repeats
repeating.
itself.
in a couple of
I think in
days,
2
you're
years. 2 years
Yeah,
when
man.
Cosmos is a Street Fighter player, Esam's coming back.
bro. In a couple of days, this team's
boy,
gonna
did
hit
you
him
get a
up.
haircut?
No, I didn't.
This is so laggy. This is so bad.
That's fine.
Is it?
It's fine.
I feel
can't
like
tell
he's
the difference.
fine. Yeah, no, it's your connection.
It's me.
Damn.
No, Cosmos's connection.
Oh yeah. I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
yeah.
man. In a couple of days, his team's gonna hit him up again and be like, "Yeah, you're not that much money."
In a couple of days, my team's gonna just announce Mars, and we're just all gonna be on the same team again.
True.
Hey man, if it goes down the same route, I'm down for a 26 Rising circuit.
Panda Global.
That's all I'm saying.
2.0?
That's all I'm saying.
I think
Featuring
that'd be kind of
Nintendo?
right. Maybe. you
26
never
Rising
know.
Cup.
Well, wait. Well, how's your? So you weren't here last week, okay?
Nope.
Because you're a gym, and that's okay. I'm assuming you
Alright,
fell asleep, but
I'm
you're
good.
awake now. It's all good. We're not mad
I'm
at
a
you.
Japanese gym.
There you go, man. Japanese gym. Well, Japanese gym. How's your time in Japan actually been? Okay, you've been away from the States for like a week. Have you adjusted the life over there in the land of the rising sun?
Son, bro, it's like I got here and like the first 3 days, I was kind of worried of coming here because the last time I came here was like 4 years ago. And I came with friends and stuff. So I was worried about coming here by myself and like not being able to like navigate everything and just being here all alone. But honestly, it's been even better than being here last time with friends and just being here by myself. I feel like I feel like having this as like a pseudo vacation, even though I'm still like working and playing Smash here, and like obviously I'm still on the podcast and everything. I've been like being able to like reconnect with myself and like what I really like doing, and like since I really like the culture of like Japanese stuff and like just being able to walk outside and just see like a completely different location and not just being in the same spot every time, because whenever you're doing work and stuff and you're in that kind of zone of like, okay, I have to get up and go to work and like do work and do all this, do that, and just being in a completely different location and able to just feel like your normal life is not the same everyday cycle that you're usually being in. It makes me feel like there is more to life to enjoy than just like your usual work and everything. So I've been having a fantastic time. Honestly, I don't even want to come back. I'm gonna come back.
What
But
the
I
heck?
don't even want to come back.
See ya.
I have an
Yeah,
unpopular
Jim.
opinion about Japan.
Shoot.
Okay,
Because
and
I've
what's
seen
that?
like the cities, like in the streets. That shit looks kind of mid to me. I'm gonna be
Have you
honest, bro.
been to Japan?
I was born in Japan, sir. I lived there till I was 6.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting.
But
that.
from the photos I see of like the city and all, like this, it don't even look lit. I mean, the food looks good. The Pokemon Center's cool, but just looks like I don't know,
All right, when
some
was the
mid ass
last time you've been in
Pokemon town,
Japan?
huh?
When was the last time you've been in Japan?
When I was 6.
All right, you gotta go when you're like a functional human being.
Life's changed.
Yeah.
You're gonna step on one of the trains and you'll understand. That's it.
Facts.
That's
Yeah.
it. You're gonna step on a train that's gonna take you mad far for $1.
Oh, is that
Then
cheap
you'll
over
know.
there?
Damn.
It's
Dude.
really
Okay, maybe
cheap.
not
It's actually even
$1. Maybe like $1.30.
Okay.
it's actually even
Inflation.
cheaper now, because at least for Americans, because the yen is even cheaper now for
Oh yeah.
Americans, so it's even cheaper now. It's actually $1.
Mm-hmm.
How was the
Crazy.
tournament out there?
It was actually great. So I went to a different part of Japan because I flew to Tokyo first, and last time I came to Japan, I was only in Tokyo the entire time. But I flew to Kyushu, which is like 2 hours
One of
away.
the islands.
Watch, who is the translator for a lot of Japanese players, mainly Akola, he went with me, and he basically told me that the place that I went to was actually closer to Korea than it is to Tokyo.
Wow.
So that's how far it went. And the community there is like very energetic, because usually you see the Japanese community and they're very like sit still and they're just watching. They maybe like golf clap whenever like somebody does a really cool play. But everybody there was very energetic. They were screaming and everything. And it's not like they were just cheering for their favorite player or anything. They were just kind of cheering for anything that was happening in Smash, and even the commentators were like that. So it was very, very cool. I took like 20 billion pictures. I honestly, at some point, couldn't move because obviously, I guess Japanese players don't really get to see foreigners um, in their community as much, especially if you don't
Yep.
go to Tokyo, because whenever people do travel, they usually just go to Tokyo. So they thought it was very cool that I was able to go there. It was very, very, very loud because the tournament was in Fukuoka, and that's Shuton's main region. But he doesn't live in Fukuoka anymore. He lives in Tokyo now. So for him to go back to Fukuoka and win his home tournament against Mia, who won the last one, everybody was really, really loud cheering for Shuton, especially the commentators, because they're also known for a biased commentary. So the commentators were just cheering
As they
for.
should.
Yeah, the commentators were just cheering for Shuton the entire time. But even outside of that, even after the tournament, they were like very, very cool and very, very friendly, and like they were up till like 5 a.m. afterwards for like the after party, just hanging out, just drinking and everything. It's a really, really cool community over there.
No, I
So
didn't know that
definitely
they
wanna go back
turned
to the
up
next
like
one.
that in Japan. I thought everybody had to be
Yeah,
in bed
I
like
mean,
11.
I didn't know either. Apparently, it's only
My bad, man.
that community. So
Hmm.
if you go to Japan and you want to go to a cool tournament, I would definitely recommend that one.
What was the tournament called?
Kuon. It was Kuon 5.
Kuon
Kuon?
5.
Yep.
So you couldn't directly get there. You had to fly from Tokyo to Kuon.
Yeah, it was a maybe an hour 45-minute flight. So it was really far.
How many more
At
tournaments
least
do you have out
for
there?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Japan standards, it was
is
far.
Japan just a bunch of islands or something?
No, it's not.
No,
Uh,
they just have a bunch of different prefectures in Japan, so it's like a different state.
I got you. I'll send a picture of the
Oh.
map.
There
I'll
we
send a
go.
picture of the map in the group chat.
There we go.
I got
Alright.
you. The
Oh, let me see. Hold on.
Fukuoka and Kyushu is on the bottom left.
Yeah. So actually, in like basically 30 hours, I'm gonna be. Japanese people think I'm kind of crazy because I'm traveling a
are.
lot so soon. All right, I am. I'll
Americans
give
think
them
that too.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair enough.
Yeah.
But they think I'm crazy because I just went to Fukuoka, which is on the bottom side of Japan, the bottom left side of Japan. And in 30 hours, I'm going to Hokkaido, which is the top right of Japan. It's like the completely opposite side. So, because I'm going there for another tournament because I heard that Akola is going there and I want to play against him. And Tio is going there
How
too.
many
So
more tournaments are you going to while you're there?
so I'm going to the tournament in Hokkaido. I'm gonna be there on Saturday, and then the reason why I'm crazy is because right after the tournament, I'm going to the airport and I'm flying back for another tournament on Sunday in Tokyo, which is gonna be another big tournament with all the big Japanese players in Tokyo. Don't think I'm crazy because Umeki's doing the same exact thing.
Nigga,
which is
you don't
why
even
I'm
go to
like-
Umeki crazy
locals.
too. No, he went to a regional
You
recently.
ain't go to locals and you've been doing all this.
I did
He
go
went
to
to a
regional.
Oh
regional.
my god. Bro, how's your wallet during all this?
But yeah, I'm going to. Well, they flew me out to the Fukuoka tournament. So it's not that big of a deal.
Oh,
But
that's crisp.
I'm flying to Hokkaido, then I'm flying back to Tokyo on Sunday, and then I'm going to a bi-weekly that happens on Monday after that. So I have 3 tournaments in a row. And then after that, I have a major tournament the Saturday after that, which is called Wave. It's going to have a lot of big Japanese players, and Mr. R that's going to be there because he's coming to Japan on I believe
Randomly.
Tuesday or Wednesday, something like that. So I'm going to be at that, and then the week after that, I'm probably still going to go to a local the week after that, or the weekday after that, and then the week after that is Maizuma, which is the big major tournament in Osaka. So I'm going to be going there, and then I believe I'll be at I don't know if it's announced yet, but there's some maybe unannounced tournament that's going to be happening the day after Maizuma. So we'll see about that. If
Is
I
that
do go to
also
that,
Osaka side?
yeah. It's like
Okay.
right afterwards. And then after that I come back to Tokyo, and then I think there's another tournament like 2 days before Kageribi, and then the next weekend of May 6th, 7th, I'll be at Kageribi.
It's
And
good
then
to
I'll be
see
going
that in
to-
Japan that there's no shortage of tournaments because out here we are definitely struggling a little bit more.
You think so?
Seems that way.
I don't know. I don't know if we're
think so.
struggling. Cosmos
I
be
don't
going
really
to
think
locals. Like the Japan's hard tournaments are not only on Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Is that
like,
what it
two of
is?
two of the tournaments I'm going to are, one is a Monday bi-weekly local, and the other
That's
one
stacked.
is like the thing about Japan is that
The weeklies
they
are
don't-
stacked, bro.
the weeklies are super stacked. Like I'm going to a weekly tonight, which is Wednesday night, and it's gonna have like Ken, Umeki, and like a lot of those players there.
Like, just
But the thing
imagine
about
always having a post saga MSM every week. You don't need a
e-
saga.
e-
It's just happening,
exactly.
bro.
And it's like the thing about Japan is that like they don't really. It's not like American tournaments where they try to have a tournament happen once a year and they just book the venue for once a year. They like basically try to run the tournament multiple times a year, anytime they can have the venue be available. It's not
Do
like
they-
they just try to make it a once a year thing.
Do they stream all these events? Because I feel like almost feels
Yeah.
like I could be
Mhm.
watching a Japanese tournament every single day.
On
Yeah,
YouTube,
that's-
right?
It starts at like 2 to 3 a.m. for us. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So
Because
sometimes
even when I
I go
was
to sleep,
in
I put the stream on.
even when I was in Fukuoka, the tournament for us started at like maybe 11:30 or 10:30, but the stream started at like 12:30 p.m.,
Mm.
which is like maybe 11:30 a.m. for East Coast or something.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's the thing about Japan. They'll just have the tournament happen whenever they can.
Yeah.
If
So
you're trying to
is it-
watch these tourneys, I'll link you, Phil.
yeah,
whenever
link
I
a
watch
couple of
them.
because
But
I
it's
do be
straight up like
sometimes.
at 2
Yeah.
a.m., man.
And it's crazy because this Kaguribi it's probably going to be the literal biggest Japanese tournament that has ever happened in all of Smash history.
When is it?
It's May 6th to May 7th that weekend.
Okay.
Because it's
If
gonna have
I
a
might
lot
go.
of foreign players. It's gonna have like Spargo's going, Riddle's going, I'm going. I mean, I guess H-Box is gonna be there too.
Why'd you laugh?
What you trying to say?
What you trying to say, man?
I mean, he was kind of cooking that seminar. I'll give him that.
Dude, he's a
took
top
a couple
200
games.
NA player.
True.
Yeah, it's gonna have like, I think Lima, I think Mutace. It's gonna have a lot of really big overseas talent in Japan. So it feels like it's gonna be the most stacked Japanese tournament that at least that has happened in a while since Smash 4, because
Wait.
they usually don't have that many overseas players.
Void said he might go.
I might go.
Oh,
Damn.
word?
Maybe
What the
not.
heck?
Maybe not as a player. I mean, I can just show up randomly. I don't care about a 12-hour flight.
That's crazy.
I mean,
And
Wait.
I can navigate Japan. I'll just sleep on your
Why do
couch, right?
Just go as a player.
Why?
Like why not?
What am I gonna do? Play the game?
True.
I mean, you should play the game.
You didn't play the game. You didn't get sponsored.
That'd be good.
Bro, if
That'd
you
be
play out,
good.
you play out there, you're gonna get top 5, bro. Also, you're beautiful, so they're gonna give you top 3.
You gonna get top.
Bro.
You gonna get top something. We ain't gonna talk about that.
I don't know.
Oh,
Hey,
You just leave
I'm
it
kidding.
there,
I'm
just
kidding.
top.
I'm kidding. Listen. I think a Japan trip is lit. Now I saw Spargo get a little bit of flack because he put on the donation goal, and people were like, "Don't you have a sponsor?" He clarified, they give a travel budget, stuff like that. But he got like $2,500 to go to Japan, right? Easy peasy. If some big whale donor who's a fan of Lights Out wants to drop a clean 5,000, EE and Light will go to Fukuyaki.
And light.
like,
And that's how you're not going.
What do you mean? I'm down.
The bag is fumbled.
They're about to ban you from Japan.
5 G's, bro. Me and Light, we showing up. And boy, we pulling up. Come
Bill's
on,
trying to
let's-
get me to Japan, Dubai, bro. Where am I
They're about to be
going?
like,
Going everywhere, bro. Taking over.
we are taking away your birth certificate. You are born in America now,
No.
you Jim.
They don't want
And you
me.
don't have a passport.
Why do I need the 2,500? I have a sponsor.
What the heck?
Give it to me.
all right.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
I don't have a sponsor.
Did you get those? Did you get those replies that everyone gets when they get dropped? Moist void, moist void, moist void.
A bit. I ain't look at social media, bro. I was devastated.
Damn, I feel that.
But it was a lot of people trying to vouch, and I
That's
appreciate them.
Yeah.
That's
The
tough.
It
homies.
was me too. I was saying it too. Moist
I
void.
mean, if anybody out of all the people who have gotten like they got like the moist chance for them, you definitely deserve it the most based off your content, and you can definitely perform if you choose to.
Give me a few months.
See?
If you
Boy's
choose to.
already he's already cooking up, man. I like how annoying does it get when you see everybody always spam like Charlie and Ludwig to pick them up for moist? That's
Cosmos
all I
hates it more
saw.
than me.
Hmm?
Cosmos
I
hates
think
it
I
more
hate
than
it.
me.
I think I hate it the most.
I used
I ain't
to
gonna front.
hate it until I felt like I feel like hating it while on the team makes me feel like a bad person. But realistically, I do not like it. I mean, I am the last Smash player to get picked up on Moist for Ultimate, and I've talked to Cosmos about this. Other than Aaron, like, okay, usually I don't like being on the same team as other people because I like competing against my peers. I don't like
Yeah.
feeling like I'm on the same team as them. Aaron, Goblin, and Kola were a certain kind of thing because they really looked out for me. Like before I was on the team, they were really like checking me out, making sure I was good. Even when I was on the team, like they were caring about me. So I look at those three, even though I don't talk to them as much anymore, I look at those three as like really part of like a Moist family, and I really want them to do really good, whether they're doing content, Smash or whatever. But then when it comes to other people, I see Mars. I've talked to Cosmos about it. I don't want Mars or Cosmos on the team. I want to compete against you. I don't want you there for that.
You want Void though?
I'll take Void because Void's not a competitor anymore, bro.
Come out the woodwork. You ducked me. You ducked me.
I ducked you.
You ducked me. You were in my pool.
Bro, you're welcome, by the way.
You ducked me.
Bro, I literally would have
the fourth seed anyway. What do you mean you're welcome?
Bro,
you didn't do anything to help me.
Bro, I remember being in the freaking. I was at my house before I had COVID. Like, oh man, I'm gonna cry when I win Summit. I was so confident, and then I got the COVID test. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna cry right now.
Damn.
I still
so sad.
I still cried in the name of Summit, baby.
Dude, you were so sad.
I was on depression time, very high.
Yeah, man. Everyone, I was like, they called me at 2 a.m. Bro.
I called you first.
I didn't know. Yeah, everybody was like, yo, did you hear what happened? I was like, yeah, I was falling asleep when I found out. Like, shit, man.
Nah, yeah.
I'm tight.
I'm still tight about that.
Yeah, what the hell?
If I'm being honest with you guys, I really feel like
I literally went the last day for you and Light, or you and Void, and then half of the reason was just not there.
No,
I guess EE too, but like.
I guess EE too.
Barely even talk to me.
No, I was gonna say I've been feeling very out of touch with Smash lately, like missing 2 majors, honestly, and then I didn't even know about DreamHack. Missing 2 majors and then missing the opportunity to go to DreamHack, I really been feeling like I'm scared to play. If I'm being honest with you, like I'm in that state where like I haven't played against somebody in so long that like I feel like I'm just gonna be nervous because I have to get used to it again. Like, but I've been practicing. Like I've been like it's been a bit, but like yesterday I was up until like 3 to 4:30. I was playing against a CPU like 70 stocks. I did. Yeah, like that's how I practice.
Real grind hours, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
70 stocks.
Why is that funny?
70? That's a lot. That's a lot.
He usually does 50.
Stocks.
Are you opposed to going to
crazy.
locals to practice?
I think I go to up until I moved. I think I've gone to locals more than any other top player. I went like to 2 a week.
Light does go to a lot of locals.
Yeah, the only
reason he doesn't tweet about it.
Yeah,
he doesn't like talk about it that much. But like straight up, I always see the results thread of the CT locals, and Light is just always there for some reason. And I'm like, Light, what the hell? Like, why are you always at these locals?
Okay, good.
My locals are full of people who have been there since I was 16. People who have watched me grow. So it's not even just like competing. I like going there and talking to them. But cool. I mean, since I moved, I've only gone to 1 local out here, and I won it. But like I said, when I moved, I was trying to do like a more young adult, like normal life thing, and I've been doing it as of late. So I mean, I've been having a good time. I still want to play Smash, obviously, but I've been feeling kind of down about being out of touch with Smash. I'm just waiting for the next thing to happen. I decided to go to Battle of BC, even though I don't want to make that flight. But I mean, it's gonna be my first time leaving the country.
Dude, Battle of BC is going to be like a Evo stacked event. Like, I don't know if it's going to be like Evo big, like as many people, but it's going to be that there's that many Japanese players that are going, and like American talent that are going. It's going to be very, very stacked.
Is it easier for Japanese people to go to Canada over America? Is it like a customs thing or something like that?
It's easier for everybody outside of America to go to Canada than America.
Getting into America sucks, bro.
Yeah.
That is like the best part about growing up in Hawaii. I got all the perks of being American. I can go into America without all the non-perks of being American. Being an American.
Mm-hmm. And like even traveling in general, just I think outside of America is just easy because I was traveling domestically in Japan. Bro, they don't even ask you for your ID, and you can bring like a full water bottle and everything. You can bring basically whatever you want. Well, you obviously can't bring like sharp items, but like they don't check your ID. You can bring like a whole big size water bottle because they don't really like check that stuff. So
That's
it's a
insane.
lot
What?
more
You know,
convenient.
gasoline and water share a very similar complexion.
I just want to
I
say, I'm not
I
gonna
didn't say it
say,
was safer. I just said it's easier.
I'm not gonna. I'm
I
just gonna
just
say
said it's
this
easier.
real quick. I'm not gonna say what family member, but I had a family member who took a flight from out of country, and they brought on a flashlight that was a taser, and
Hmm.
and they wanted to bring it home, and I was like, why would you bring that on a plane, and how did you get away with it? And the response was, well, I had to get it home, so I just brought it on the plane. And I was like, that's you brought a taser on a plane. Why is it so easy to bring these things on a plane out of country?
Dude, TSA is not as reliable as you think. When I can't remember the tournament, me and Gimmer were going to the same tournament, and we went through TSA together, and like we're sitting at the gate, and he like comes up to me, and he's like, Phil, I got to tell you something. I was like, what? He's like, but you can't say anything. I'm like, okay, it's really weird. He opens like the side pouch of his bag, and it's just like a whole like what was this called? Like a Swiss Army knife. And I'm like, bro, like how did you get that through? He was like, I forgot it was in there, and they just didn't stop me. I was like, what are you gonna do? He's like, I'm gonna be prepared. I was like, what does that mean? What does that mean, Gimmer? What are you talking about?
The Gibbs, he was on a mission.
It's insanity.
Oh, well, can we appreciate that Gimmer impersonation? That was too good.
It was actually really good.
Dude, that was OT.
Thank you.
I appreciate that he's prepared. Someone's gotta be.
That shit was
okay,
insane.
The one thing I actually want to like going back to the Moist thing, the one thing I want to say about Moist is that like I'm actually not like obviously I still get kind of bothered whenever people respond on people's announcement tweets of like being off their organization or whatever happens. But I'm not that against having multiple people on the same team now, just because like it feels like it's a normal thing now. Because there's like basically a lot of super teams that are happening. Like Zeta has like 3 powerful Japanese players. Moist has 4 powerful players on the team. 26 Rising has a lot of good players. And what's the other team? Moist. Did I say no? I said Moist already. What was the other team?
LG.
LG, baby.
The biggest
No
one
C.
has like, and it seems like they're about to get even more, or they're trying to get even more Smash players on their team. So it kind of just feels like the way for big teams to work now is to maybe get a lot of good players on the team and try to make content with the team to make it more sustainable that way.
I feel like from an org point of view, it is smarter because it is a lot easier to market multiple people in the same, like, I don't know, idea than just one dude. I know from experience. When you do have multiple people competing in the same thing, it's a lot easier for them, both from like social media side, if they do want to make content, because it is really hard to cross pollinate Smash even with other fighting games.
Yeah, I mean it definitely does feel. It feels like as the player, it feels cooler to be the only person on a team because you really do feel like you are the shit. Like they care about you a lot, and you're the one kind of carrying the team. But it is harder to work with the team on your own because it's hard to make Smash content for an organization on your own. Like it's much easier to do it with other players, which is why Panda, who was also I guess another super team at some point, was really really good with content because they could just make content with their other players.
And they did it too. It's not a matter of can they do it. They did it. And a lot of orgs, I think. I wish more orgs did that. I wish more orgs did just make the content with the players. Sometimes players are lazy though. I'm not gonna front. But but you can at least try to show another side of the players. Like you guys remember when Tweak was in that commercial?
Oh, the Halloween one?
Yeah, for like 5 seconds. They did it. They got him into a commercial.
He had that one part where he just turned around like.
The thing about Smash content, like realistic Smash content for commercials like that, is that there's always some kind of meme that always comes from it. Like
good,
just turn it around.
Good.
Yeah, it's a really great thing.
Bro, I'm memeing Charles's fresh cuts about Frostbite for the last 3 years. Memes are good. That's
It's good
publicity,
to
No,
have,
man.
yeah,
yes.
it's really good.
Look at me, bro. I got many viral clips, and one of them I was just turning my head. It happens.
We were all turning our head that
Facts.
day.
Listen. Zeroed in.
So Void.
What's up?
Do you have an interest in immediately going to another team, or is that something you're not really even thinking about right now?
If I want to be completely honest, because this is a lights out podcast, I feel like you guys deserve that.
Filtered.
Appreciate it.
Niggas.
Not immediately. Because I feel like the relationship I had with COG, it took a lot of time to get to that point
Mhm.
where they understood my mix of competing, content creating, and where I wanted to go. And they understood it to a T because they were there for every step of it. And I think it's going to be really hard to get onto another org and have that same relationship. So I really don't want to sign to an org for a paycheck. And I really want to make sure that going into it, I know what I want to do and I know what they want to do. And I'm willing to work with like a lot of orgs. I'm willing to work with a lot of players. On the content side, on the competing side, like if an org needs me to do something, I'll do it. It's not like it's not kind of a meme that I could enter esports for a lot of different games if an org needs me to, because like I'll do it. And if I need to make content for it or I need to produce numbers, I'll do that too. But I do want more than just a business relationship with my sponsor, because I feel like when that happens, it feels the most empty.
Yep.
Like I'm not just trying to get the bag, and I've never been about just trying to get the bag.
Very true.
Because you
So
play
I'm
Smash.
not-
never been about that.
Yeah. So I'm not in an immediate look to join another org right now. It can happen, but I would, and I am starting to have those
It will
conversations.
happen.
Yeah, but I do need to. I just have other priorities right now. One, making sure I'm chilling, which I think I'm chilling.
Like Hamson Squidward.
Yeah. But two, I want to focus more on having a solid framework for creating content for when newer games come out, because I know that that's a very big high of my brand right now. And when it comes to fighting games and platform fighters, there's a lot on the horizon. And I feel like making sure my content is good is more important than immediately jumping into a new org.
Well said. A lot of people, but a lot of people, reason they'll run to a new org immediately, they're not in your position. They don't have the numbers that you do, the offers, this you know what I mean? You're very well, you took the initiative to have a plan B and plan C in case plan A, which was being, a smasher, didn't necessarily work out. And that's why you're sitting pretty, literally, in the position you are. So it's actually really, really smart and really, really cool. I wish I could say the same about other players in our scene. I mean,
He's subbing me.
no. I was actually segueing to this. So you might have heard. Listen. You might have heard my old stomping grounds, MDVA. They recently just banned a player. Okay, ZD banned.
They
for
did.
apparently
What?
violent outbursts. Okay,
What?
and from what I know, ain't no plan B with ZDs. I don't know what the hell his ass was thinking, but it does bring up the question. Okay. What it does bring up the question: do you guys think his ban was warranted? Apparently, he was just calling people names and throwing controllers. I don't know if it was a permanent ban. I think it was just a temp one. But
Well,
in response
what
to
kind
it,
of names?
like, yo, you loser, you know what I'm saying? You fuckhead, stuff like that. Just not the
There
worst
ain't
stuff.
no way, bro. Ain't no way you just told me he got banned for calling my motherfucker a loser.
Like, apparently, it was continued toxic behavior, and he threw a controller into the crowd when he lost. That's what I'm told. That's what I'm told.
He's said a lot of things.
Yeah.
I know he's called people pathetic while he's playing them. He's flipped off the crowd while he's playing.
I've done that.
I think he's done a lot of stuff. I think throwing controllers can be dangerous. I'm on that side. I understand people get like
He said a chair.
Yeah, I think people have done a lot of stuff.
But he
I
didn't
think
throw
as
it
long as
he
you're
didn't
not
throw it
harming-
into a crowd. It wasn't a nigga moment. For the record. For the record. I hope not. No, I'm not gonna make that joke. Let's
No, he actually did throw
already
it
made
into
the
the
joke.
crowd.
Oh, did he?
He actually did throw it into,
I don't know.
Throw it into the crowd.
Okay, so Ethan threw a chair into a crowd. Tilde flipped someone off. and ZD's just doing everything everyone else did, but together in one
At
person.
once.
He's the super
Simultaneous.
soldier.
Yes.
Oh man.
I think
I don't know if I'd call it warranted, but I actually have the opinion of at the end of the day, it's up to whoever's running the tournament because that's their business, right?
I
And
agree.
they got to get the bag.
True.
And I kind of have the same opinion about, like, I guess players and characters. I don't think it was
Yeah.
warranted, but I'm not the guy trying to get people to show up every week. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah, he's
point.
not banned from everywhere. He's just
I
banned
feel
from
the
that
same way
area.
about characters too. Like, yeah.
No, look, y'all, people too. Look, let me tell you something. Let me direct your attention to a tournament called Pound 3. Took place at Crystal City, Virginia. Okay, and
How long ago was that?
It was a while ago. It was back in Brawl. There's a heated match between I can't remember. It was a Lucario player and I think Cheese, right? I think that was who was playing. Okay, no, it was. It was, I don't know, it was somebody, okay? It was somebody who was playing, right? 2 players were playing. That's all that matters. 2 players playing. Somebody got mad because they lost. They stood up, they yelled bullshit, and they threw their controller across the venue and it hit somebody in the head. Nice little kid named Shippo, okay? He's a very nice guy, very cool individual, but he took that controller right to the face, okay? Fell down, crumpled like a Street Fighter character. You never seen anything like it. And you know what happened? 5 minutes later, he said, can't say I wouldn't do the same. And he went back and he finished his pools. That's when niggas knew how to play the game. Now you little cream puffs want your hand held, okay, and pampered and all this other bullshit. You can't take a controller to the face. Get the fuck out the venue. That's what I say. Free ZD. Free game.
This podcast is unfiltered, so I'll say that I was at, what tournament was it? I think it was Collision. And I think it was Jake. He lost. He was out of the tournament and he threw his controller like 4 times and it broke. And one of the times it literally hit me. It bounced and hit me.
Oh, dang.
What the fuck is going on? You play Steve, bro.
It's funny.
You're making people rage.
I'm just starting to think about rage moments at tourneys now.
I'm not
Backstage
really.
at Genesis 3, dude, it was lit.
Oh,
Every
Genesis
time
3?
somebody lost, backstage at Genesis 3, every time somebody lost, dude, it was lit. And it just kept happening too. I was like, damn, everybody's throwing their controller.
The big like upset tournament or Genesis 4? What's
Genesis 4.
I think 4 upset
Genesis
one.
4, okay.
4 was the
What
one
was
when
that?
everyone cried.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, not
Or was
rage,
Genesis
but
Tears.
cry.
Yeah. I don't know everything ZD did, but if he's not on no Blood Cross level, I think we're fine.
Oh, Blood Cross? That guy's a legend for the wrong reasons.
He is.
You haven't lived until you lost a match and called someone a slur, okay? the Blood Cross special.
That's another thing about the ZD thing. I'm
my
sure we don't
gosh.
know. We don't know everything, right?
Yeah.
We're just on social media.
Yeah,
But
we
I
don't
couldn't-
know
I was
nearly as
trying to
much.
find a post saying he got banned because I'm nosy and I'm on Smash Twitter and everybody talks about anything they want to all the time. So of course, I'm gonna be nosy. And I couldn't find it. I literally don't know exactly why he got banned. All I saw was HBox's clickbait thumbnail, and I'm like, okay, I know it's not that serious. All right. So like, I don't know exactly what he did. I know it's not violent tendencies. ZD
I mean,
seems like
I
a
don't have
nice
like.
guy, right?
I'm not really on like social media like that, so I didn't really find out too much. But I have friends that were in the MDVA area, and they were just kind of messaging in a group chat about it. And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And they were saying like, "Yeah, ZD's about to get banned because of this." And it didn't really seem like violent tendencies. It was kind of just basically what EE was explaining to us, like him just calling people names and just being aggressive by throwing controllers and stuff and flipping off
Mild
the crowd.
discomfort.
Sometimes you don't want somebody. You don't want an
it was
asshole in
basically
the room, bro.
He was
No,
banned for
that's
making people uncomfortable, essentially.
Yeah, I can't speak for the TO.
ZD is the Bandit Keith of Smash. Mild discomfort all around.
Wow.
Damn.
I'm curious to see like if that'll keep up.
I can tell you now that stuff like that does not happen in Japan. All right.
It's rude, Jim.
Whenever you beat somebody, the person you beat says thank you.
Yep.
They say
Arigato
thank you.
Wait, they say
gozaimasu.
thank you? If you 3-stock
Yeah.
they like thank you for this ass whooping?
Yep.
Japan is different, bro. Get me out to Japan, bro. I'm gonna have a good
I
time.
love Japan, bro.
The PayPal's in the
Japan
description.
mid. I ain't letting that rot.
Come on, man.
Bro, I ain't never
Sad.
saying thank you when someone beats me, bro. I remember when I beat a cola.
It's culture, man. It's like a fist bump.
Bro, I
It's the
remember
same thing.
when I beat a cola, he kind of like we grabbed each other's can. He kind of did like a bow, and I just kind of did it back because I was pantsing from barely beating him. I couldn't imagine if he won. I couldn't even imagine if he won that set. Me saying thank you, I'd be like, I hate you.
He's just a child.
But he plays a demon.
True.
He does.
Steve is a demon.
I'm a Nicola supporter, bro. I'm a Nicola.
We'll see how much
Maybe
you
'cause I'm
support him when you got to
Japanese
play him in tournament. How did you do at your last tournament? You did good, right? You had the
I
crowd
got
jumping or
fifth.
something. Fifth?
now.
Good shit.
Yeah, it was crazy because they told me that it was basically like a normal stacked Kaguribi, which
Mhm.
didn't really feel like it because it didn't have like Zachary or Ken or players like that. But apparently it had a lot of really good Japanese players, and I beat like the second best or in contention for the best Japanese Fox player, and then I beat now the
Kaninabe?
Mario player. Yeah,
Played him?
Kaninabe.
You fought Kaninabe?
Yeah, yeah.
What
How
was the
was it?
score?
Yeah. It was 2-0. It wasn't really
Ah.
close at all.
Well,
I'm really gonna have to
better!
watch it, bro. And then
Better.
What a
after
surprise!
after that, Light actually called me like right after that. So it felt like he just his spiritual energy
He just
was
knew.
casually there, like, yo, bro, how you doing at the
You
tournament?
knew.
I called you. I called you and I was like, get that ass band, you worthless
called-
specimen.
And then after that, I played now the Mario player that got 13th at Genesis, and I barely
the
clutched
losers.
against him.
Was it in winners?
Yeah, it was in winners. And then
Okay, you gotta
that-
fight him in losers.
does he
In
make really
losers,
big
he's a demon.
I think
winners now isn't the same
I think he
thing.
might have lost right after he lost me. So maybe he's only a demon in America.
You thought wrong. Anyway,
Oh damn.
All right, yeah. Anyway, after that, I played the best Japanese min outside of Proto Banham, and
Matsu or George?
yeah, I didn't even know he was the best Japanese min. I was just kind of playing a player that was just a min player, and I beat him 3-0, and everyone was clapping, and I was like, what? Because it was also off stream, and it was to qualify for top 8 winners, and I beat him, and they're like, oh, Suge. I'm like, what do you mean? Just beat a player.
What'd they call you? What?
But apparently he was like the best.
They got him
Japanese
good.
women.
They got
Oh,
him
okay.
good.
Hold on now.
How would you
Um,
compare top
and then
32
after
there
that-
to the average major?
what you say?
How would you compare top 32 there to the average major?
Well, he ain't lose a game apparently.
Yeah.
Well, I dropped the game 2 now
Now?
because I dropped game
Okay,
2.
okay.
Yeah, and then I was losing game 3, so now was really really good. He was probably the hardest Mario that I fought so far, and I played Dark Wizzy and Kurama. But I'm also just very very good at the Mario matchup, and he's probably just very good at the Power Method matchup, and just very good in general. But honestly, I've only been to one tournament so far. I can say that in tournament, it's felt like probably around the same level as America. It's not like really crazy because when I came here the first time about 4 years ago, it felt like Japan was kind of on a different level. Like their skill floor was a lot higher than America. But now that it's been, I guess the meta has progressed and everything, it kind of feels like they're around the same level as America. At least like their mid to high level players are probably as good as the mid to high level players in America too. But I do think their top level players are better than not top. Their high top level players are better than the high top level players in America. Because after that, I played Osimo, and I lost game 5. It was pretty close. Game 5 wasn't really close, but every game I think was basically last hit except game 5. But I also haven't really been playing that much in general, which is how I kind of understand how Light feels. Like whenever you don't play that much, you don't really know how well you're gonna do. And I feel like I did better than I should have, and I feel like I did better than I would have in an American tournament if I was at the same level of, I guess, rustiness that I was going into that tournament. But I also feel like there wasn't that many top players at that tournament that I feel would give me a run for my money like I would have had in an American tournament. But I was playing friendlies, and a lot of people in those friendlies were beating my ass. I'm not even gonna cap, because they have this thing where you can only play 3 games, and then you have to get off the setup so that multiple people can play, and like not just one person's hogging the setup.
Yep.
But they obviously just let me play on a setup and just let people rotate against me. And I was playing against multiple players, and like I would definitely lose at least 1 game to a lot of the players. So a lot of them are very, very, very good.
That's
And
cool.
I didn't even see them in bracket.
Dude, that's like, I don't know. I guess my mind's just kind of blown because it's like, yeah, Cosmos goes against fifth, in a Japanese tournament with some very notable players. But just 3 weeks ago, 33rd and an Ohio regional. Make it make sense, Brian.
What
the hell are you doing?
I'm trying. 33rd into 17th at Collision into 5th.
You gotta.
I'm trying to. I really want to win one of the Japanese majors while I'm here, so I'm making that one of my priorities. So even though I'm like sightseeing and flying everywhere, being Superman in Japan, I'm still definitely practicing a lot and focusing a lot whenever Smash stuff happens, so that I can put myself in the position to win one of these tournaments. Especially because Ramen is coming. It's really funny whenever I get to practice with Mr. R in any game. I always do very well because the very first tournament that I top 8'd in Smash 4, Mr. R was living at the loft for like 2 months, and I was practicing with him every day. And then right before the France tournament, La Odyssey, that happened last year.
Yep.
Mr. R was there too, and I practiced with him in my hotel room for 5 hours, and I got second there, beating T. So and Mutace. And Asimo too. So I beat a lot of players there, and I feel like something just with Mr. R makes me like it puts me in the correct competitive mindset after playing, because even though he doesn't place that well, he knows how to play against top players, and he's been a top player for a really long time.
That's OD. You ain't gonna have to say that, man.
Yeah, he shaded him, right? He definitely shaded him.
What the hell,
keeping
man?
It real. It's
That's
unfiltered.
He places pretty well. He just hasn't got out of Europe since when?
Well, to be
exactly
at Smash Factor, he was at Smash Factor. He didn't do too bad, but
to be fair, hold on. To be fair, I think he's like banned from coming to America right now.
It's hard.
Yeah,
like,
it's something like that.
Because he's like half. What is he? Half something that's like on like a watch list for America or something.
I
don't know what Mr. R is.
He's half cool. Something.
I'm
not making a joke. I'm telling you the truth.
Ramen, if you're watching, I think he's. Oh, do I remember?
No, he said like, when I was at La Odyssey, he was like,
right.
He was like, I'm half something, and that's like apparently like a red flag for America because like of where he was born or something like that. It has nothing to do with him.
He told me about that too. I just don't remember.
Yeah. I'm not making a joke here. Mr. R is not a terrorist. Just for the
ranked in Europe.
My guess is Kurdish.
He's our friend.
But I don't know if I'm correct.
Is he ranked in Europe?
Yeah.
What is he?
He's really good in Europe. I don't know. I haven't looked at the EU power rankings, but he's pretty good.
He's good, man. He ain't no Bloom, but he's good.
He is very good. If he was able to travel to America a lot, he'd be
great. He's a grinder.
He would get even more tournament experience that he needs. It's just that this motherfucker he's been having a character crisis since day one. He's been on the MK Leo character crisis since before the game came out. Since before the actual game came out, when everybody was playing the uncut version. But before Active came out, he was having a character crisis in that. So
Crom is good. Mr. R recovers like a
bot.
Crom
is bad.
Crom is good.
Every
Mr. R recovers like a bot.
Every character has a win con against Crom.
He recovers like a bot. AI generated.
He's a Sheik main now. So I don't know if he's still gonna keep playing Sheik. We'll see. I'd be seeing that young Link, and I'm like, put it away, Robin. Put that shit away.
He should just use Snake and Roy. Like that's it. And Aegis, I guess, right? He's using Aegis, so maybe like Aegis and Snake. That's a good spread.
Well, he's on Sheik now.
No, Sheik sucks. Yeah. Only Void gets results.
Results.
Hey man, that Spargo wins heavy.
You beat Spargo.
That's true. I'm gone.
That's all you need. No, I mean, I don't know. I'm eager to see all the people compete in Japan, like Mr. R, Spargo. You said the Buzz, Riddles, yourself. Void might
Yeah,
show
the
up.
Buzz
If we
too.
get that $5,000 donation, me and Light will go. Like, a lot of talent that could be on the table.
I just don't have a choice anymore at this point, don't I?
Nah, I'm just dragging you everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay,
dude,
fair
I'm
enough.
planning to take us overseas as well. Our friend Knight, who's gonna be showing a lot of love to the show, man. He's that guy as well.
Dubai?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yo, word?
Yes,
Sounds
here, exclamation point,
I'm
Knight in
all-
the chat. You see that Twitter right there? You see that crime 219? Hit that follow, man. Follow Knight on Twitter right now. He's trying to help out the boys. So help
I
him
will-
out too. Engage.
I will follow him after this.
I will
follow
only-
him after this.
I will only go to these events if
Yeah.
I'm flying with somebody because I cannot do
with
more
us.
than 6
I'll,
hours by
I'll
myself.
fly to Connecticut and fly with you. Don't
And
worry,
then you
bro.
guys can fly
Seriously?
to Cali and you'll fly
Yeah.
together.
I wouldn't fly
Bro,
with
you're
you.
like an hour.
You flying to Cali by yourself, bro.
Hey,
probably
boy, the
like
way
a
you
50-minute
looking?
flight.
Boy, the way you looking, I might fly and cuddle with you, bro. Hey, yo. Hey. Yo, people are about to be like, yo, Lights, I think he might like Void. I'm going to be like, yes.
And that's okay. We welcome all diversity on
Who
this
doesn't?
podcast.
This man's beautiful. Handsome Squidward.
Good looking guy. And I appreciate him dedicating. Listen, I know you're a busy guy, Void, and we appreciate you dedicating your time to show up to the episode. We hope you had a good time. I mean, it was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, for sure. I
You know,
mean,
fam.
this is a lot more than my typical minute or so on the podcast. You know, I had
Yeah.
a good time. I could actually hear people. I'm not just a
Appreciate those
background
minutes.
character. Yeah.
It all adds up. It all amounts to something that we like to call the conclusion of episode number 5. And hopefully you guys enjoyed another great episode powered by our friends at Metafy. It's been sensational. Now, look, we got a little tradition before we exit these podcasts now. It's the rock, paper, scissors
We do?
tradition. Whoever wins rock, paper, scissors gets to close out the show.
You could, dude. Okay. You guys gotta do odd man out. You do it on 3. You only do rock and paper. Whoever is the one by themselves, they win. That way, you
Okay.
guys don't just rock paper scissors and keep 3-way tying the whole time.
I feel like that one could take longer.
No. Try it out right now. Try it out right now.
All right.
All right, on 3, I'll count down. So 1, 2, 3. Only
Wait,
do
but,
rock and paper.
but
No. Trust me.
I don't want to.
It's not about what.
But for this episode, I don't want to close it out, bro.
Nah, we don't
Too
care.
bad.
You don't have a choice. You have a
Go ahead,
choice.
You're in it. You're in it.
Yeah, Jim.
Wait,
Alright,
you want
alright.
you want to close it out, Cosmos?
No,
No,
he doesn't
oh
want
my
to.
God,
close
what
it
is
out.
happening?
But it doesn't matter. All right.
This
1,
episode will be
2,
titled
3.
Scuffed.
We still
Ready?
got the
Only
two-
rock and paper.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, I
All
lagged.
right.
I
He
lagged.
closes it
I
out.
lagged.
Phil closes it out.
I lagged.
That's it.
Okay.
Wow.
So how quick that was?
Cool.
Thank you. I mean, I this is such an honor to be able to do this
Shut
for
up.
you guys.
Close it out, bro.
Well, since I am closing it out, this is episode 5. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I know it's a little bit scuffed, okay, but you know what it is? We're a lot consistent, and that's what matters most of all. So make sure you check out this episode. And for an exclusive Metafy episode, head over to metafy.com. The link will be in the description. You can see our exclusive episodes. We got an interview up there with Nakat. We got one that had Charles and Rod as well. This week, we're going to have Mr. R, okay? So all that shit we just talked about Mr. R on the podcast here, we'll give him a trust to address those accusations on the Metafy exclusive episode. You know what I'm saying? But we'll be back again next week. Hopefully Cosmos on time with a better setup. Light will be here. Void will be lurking around, probably making a cameo at some point. And my black ass will be leading the show. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.